Hey everyone, it's me Joshua, aka the Future Filmmaker 394 here again, and I did review this movie when it first came out, but I decided to re-review this movie, and you probably will know I'm here to re-review Saban's Power Rangers. Yes, I want to talk about this movie again, because when I first talked about this movie, I liked my original review of it, but let's just say I wasn't too happy with how it turned out. So this one, I'm able to talk a lot about them, explain a lot more with spoilers. So let's get into the movie. This film is directed by Dean Israelite, who is the director of Project Almanac. This is the third film in the Mighty Morphin in the Power Rangers film series. It is a reboot to the original series, and it features the main characters with a brand new cast. We have Dacre Montgomery, Naomi Scott, R.J. Cyler, Becky G, Ludi Lynn, Bill Hader, Bryan Cranston, and Elizabeth Banks. And the basic plot of this movie here is basically it's an origin of the Power Rangers. 5 ordinary teens. We meet these 5 teenagers. Kimberly Scott, played by Naomi Scott. Kimberly Hart, played by Naomi Scott. I got my words mixed up, sorry. Dacre Montgomery, Jason Lee Scott. Becky G, Trini Kwan. Ludi Lynn is Zach Taylor. And R.J. Cyler is Billy Cranston. And in the beginning of the movie, you see a little prologue that in the Cenozoic era, 6 warriors are tasked with protecting life on Earth and the Zeo Crystal. The Green Ranger betrays them and plans to dominate the universe. The original Red Ranger, Zordon, survives Reed's attack and hides 5 of the Power Rangers Source, and he orders Alpha 5 to perform a meteor strike that kills him, the dinosaurs, and sends Rita to the bottom of the sea following her scheme. But in 21st century, Jason Scott is placed under house arrest after a failed prank, and he encounters Billy Cranston and Kimberly Hart there, and they go to this gold mine and they go look for these crystals. Then Rita is brought back and they have to become the Power Rangers and to protect the small town of Angel Grove and the world. And they're chosen by destiny, and they're the only ones who can save the planet. But to do so, they will have to overcome the real life issues and band together as the Power Rangers. So that's basically the plot in a nutshell of the new Power Rangers. Now, this movie, I was really excited to see. I love the Power Rangers. I don't grow up on a whole lot of Power Rangers stuff, but I am a Power Rangers fan. I like the original Power Rangers movie. I love the original series. I like some of the Disney era stuff. Power Rangers SPD, Dino Thunder, Operation Overdrive. You've seen my channel. And I was really excited to see what they were gonna cook up. I know there were some people out there who were worried because they don't want their precious Power Rangers being dark and gritty. But to my surprise, I still like the movie, but not as much as I did on the first time. I still love the movie, but I have problems with the film, and I'll get. Okay, let me just say the problems I have first. This movie is Elizabeth Banks, she's a great actress. I really do love her in this movie. I think she does the best she can with what she's given. The problem is that she's kind of as the same as the original Rita Repulsa. She's too goofy. She's a little too serious, and the way she looks is kind of like Hela in Thor Ragnarok. But I still thought she did a good job. But she kind of got a little irritating a bit in some parts. I feel like the movie goes on for a tad bit too long. 2 hours and 1 minute. Or 4 minutes. Some of this movie does drag on. But not to the point where I'm ready to shut the movie off. Because I still am invested in it. I know a lot of people have a problem with this, and I do have a problem with it. There is too much product placement in this movie with Krispy Kreme. I'm fine with the product placement in movies, but you could have chose something else instead of Krispy Kreme. It's not that I hate Krispy Kreme. I like Krispy Kreme donuts, but something else you could have gone with. But again, it's too much product placement. People say this movie is divergence from its source material. It does move away from its source material, but I feel like it's still a Power Rangers movie. They do at least try to honor the film. But everything else is good. You got cameo appearances by Jason David Frank and the original Red Ranger, and Amy Jo Johnson, the original Pink Power Ranger. Their cameos as Angel Grove citizens at the end of the movie in the last action scene. They were nice to see come back. The acting in here is fine from the kids. You got Becky G. This is her first film, and she was great for her first film. I like her as a singer. She's struggling to make friends and relating to her family, and she's also questioning who she is, because this is the first film, a superhero movie, to have a gay character and an autistic character, which I don't mind gay characters or autistic characters as long as it doesn't irritate me to the point where I'm ready to just scream. And I didn't mind it here. I was fine with it. She was fine. R.J. Cyler as Billy. He is basically the bully magnet. Kids keep bullying him. He's autistic, and I've been this route before, where I am ADHD and autistic, and there's been some people who've been bullying me before now, but I stood up for myself. And R.J. Cyler does a good job. I like Naomi Scott as Kimberly Hart. She's great in here. Dacre Montgomery as the Red Ranger. He's great. The kids are great, no doubt about it. Bill Hader is just Alpha 5, and he's pretty cool. I like him. Bryan Cranston, he was also really good here too, as the voice of Zordon. People complain about the way he looks, but I'm fine with the way he looks. Now, the action is, basically, there is action. And when the action does come, the action is fine. The music is fine. They do play the original theme one time. I do enjoy everything else about the film. The action is there, the music is there, the way this movie shot looks pretty good. I don't mind the costumes. People say it's too much like Iron Man's. it's something different, guys. It's something different. But I will say this, if you are a big Mega Power Rangers fan, you are not going to like this movie a whole lot much due to the changes they made. But if you are just a casual movie fan and a fan of Power Rangers at the same time, you may get some enjoyment out of it. You may not get some enjoyment out of it. But Power Rangers 2017, for me, I still like it. I do have my issues with it. I don't mind Trini and Billy being gay and autistic. I don't mind it. I don't mind the acting. I don't mind the action. Elizabeth Banks is kind of goofy at times. And the movie does take a little bit long to pick up. And the movie does take a little... And also, it's too much product placement, which you should have just did a much better... product placement for this movie. But overall, I have to say that the 2017 Power Rangers is one of the most underrated movies this year. I think people just didn't get what the director or the producers or the creator of this franchise or the filmmakers, what they were trying to do. I feel like people just don't really care for the film. And yeah, it is not a perfect movie, but it is one of my favorites of the year. It is an underrated film. It's a shame that this movie didn't do so hot at the box office, but due to the home media sales of this movie, there will hopefully be potential sequels, because this movie held the #1 spot in the home media sales and rentals in its first weeks, and hopefully despite the home media sales of Dead Man Tell No Tales, I do think that they are going to move along with a Pirates of the Caribbean 6, because one of the directors of Dead Man Tell No Tales is talking about doing this movie by himself. And Kaya Scodelario in that franchise, she is expected to do a 6th movie. But the only thing I have to say about Pirates 6, do not bring back Kieran Knightley. Do not. Well, if you're going to bring back Kieran Knightley, do not make her annoying like you did in Pirates 3 at World's End, Jerry Bruckheimer and Disney, because it's not funny. But anyway, back to Power Rangers. I will give Power Rangers 2017 the same grade I gave it when I first saw it. I'm giving it Epictastic. Let me know what you guys think of Saban's Power Rangers down below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? I know a majority of you guys hate it. So, it's fine if you do. So, thanks for watching. Look out soon for the Q&A today live. And if you like this, you can come here and we can have a good time, because, yeah. And have a happy Halloween. I'll see you guys in the live Q&A tonight.